Most people think forests become dangerous because of wild animals, but sometimes the most disturbing encounters in the wilderness have nothing to do with animals at all. Across North America, hikers have reported strange things happening deep in the Appalachian Mountains. Unusual sounds, movement between trees, and shadows that don't seem to belong to anything living. This clip was recorded deep inside Olympic National Forest, a place where strange creature sightings have been reported for decades. A small group of friends had gone into the forest for a simple hiking trip. Nothing unusual at first, just the sound of wind moving through the trees. But then one of them suddenly noticed something moving further ahead in the woods. At first, it looked like a person, but the way it moved and the size of it didn't look human at all. One of them quickly pulled out a camera and started recording. And what they captured in the forest that day still leaves people asking the same question. Was that really Bigfoot? For decades, people traveling through the forests of the Pacific Northwest have reported encounters with something massive moving through the trees. Many believe it's the legendary Bigfoot, but witnesses often describe something far more unsettling than just a large animal. They say the forest suddenly becomes completely silent before it appears. No insects, no birds, nothing. Just the feeling that something extremely large is standing somewhere in the darkness, watching. Some hikers have even reported hearing heavy footsteps that suddenly stop the moment they turn around. And the strangest part, many experienced trackers say that when Bigfoot moves through the forest, it rarely leaves clear tracks, almost like it knows how to avoid being found. Which raises a disturbing question. If something that large has been living in these forests for centuries, how many times have people walked right past it without ever realizing it was there?
Oh, come on inside! Carly! Oh, come on inside! Carly!
This clip was recorded near the edge of Aokigahara Forest, just as evening was starting to fall. The person filming had stopped for a moment when he noticed something strange deeper in the trees. At first, it looked like nothing, but then a face slowly became visible in the darkness. A yellow glowing face watching from a distance. It didn't move closer. It just stood there, making a strange, unsettling sound. Almost like it was calling or warning. In Japanese folklore, there are stories about creatures known as yokai spirits. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that appear in forests and remote places. Some of them are said to watch travelers silently from the trees before revealing themselves. And one detail appears again and again in these stories: glowing eyes or faces in the dark. So, what exactly was standing there that evening in Aokigahara? A trick of the light, a strange animal, or something far older hiding in the forest? Watch closely, because the creature never actually stops watching. This video was recorded during a simple trip near the forest of Redwood National Park. A guy had gone there with his sibling just to spend some time outdoors. They were joking around, exploring the area, and recording a few clips on the phone to keep his memories. At the time, nothing unusual seemed to happen. The day felt completely normal, but later that night, after they returned home, they started watching the footage again. That's when one of them suddenly paused the video. Something was visible in the background, deep between the trees. At first, they thought it was just a shadow, so they replayed the clip again and again, but the more they looked at it, the more disturbing it became, because they were both certain about one thing. When they were standing there, recording, that thing was definitely not there.
Walking for like an hour now, it is pissing it down. These two are doing my head in. It's getting dark. It's really cold. I have no idea where the dog is. What?
It was during the winter season in Hokkaido when the forests are completely covered in deep snow. Two friends were riding their scooter along a narrow road passing through a thick forest. Everything around them was quiet, just snow, trees. Then, suddenly, they heard it, a long, chilling scream echoing somewhere from deep inside the forest.
Fais gaffe, hein. Ah, putain, bâtard. Tu m'as envoyé tout sur moi.
They immediately stopped. For a moment, they just listened. The scream came again, louder this time.
Attends. Vas-y, je laisse ma trotte là, moi.
Curious and a little nervous, one of them decided to step off the road and walk a little into the forest to see where the sound was coming from. The other friend followed him, but the strange part was, the deeper they went, the harder it became to figure out where the scream was actually coming from. It felt like the sound was moving around them, and just as they tried to locate it again, the recording suddenly ended. No one knows what they saw next. But what happened after that is coming in part 2. So if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video with your friends who are just as curious to uncover the secrets hidden inside these forests.
What? Attends, Victor, attends. Fais gaffe. Parce que là, si tu rentres dedans, tu peux pas sortir, hein. Tu vas glisser, là. Attends. Attends, j'arrive. Fais gaffe, hein. Ah, putain, bâtard. Tu m'as envoyé tout sur moi. Wesh. Putain. Attends. Vas-y, je laisse ma trotte là, moi. Ouais. Monsieur! Putain. Mec, ça se trouve, attends. Ça se trouve, il s'est coincé dans l'arbre ou dans la neige. Attends, il y a peut-être des endroits.
This final clip comes from the edge of Mark Twain National Forest. A farmer had been living there with his family for years, right beside the forest. But according to him, strange things often happened during the night. Sometimes they heard unusual sounds coming from deep in the trees. Other nights, there were distant screams echoing through the forest. At first, no one really paid attention to it, but things started getting more disturbing when some of his livestock began to disappear. Goats, sheep, even a few cattle. When he told people about it, most didn't believe him. They assumed it was probably wild animals. But one night, when he heard the same strange noise again, he decided to step outside and start recording. And that night, whatever had been coming out of the forest finally showed itself. And this is the clip he captured.
Oi, galera, eu tô aqui em Bacabal. E é verdade mesmo. Olha, olha. Ó, o chupa-cabra. Eu acho que é um lobisomem, galera. Tô ao vivo aqui, ó. É verdade.
Some of these moments might have simple explanations, but others still leave questions that no one has been able to answer. So after watching these clips, the real question is, what do you think was actually captured in these forests? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy exploring mysterious and disturbing encounters like these, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and share it with friends who are just as curious about the secrets hidden deep inside the forest.